Hello, my name is Lucas. This is Bit of Lit, and it is time for my initiation into the cabal that is the secret society of booktube taggers. Okay, I have been invited. Okay, a hand has been kindly extended toward me by Brian at Bookish, and I fully plan to abuse my powers. First of all, I will tag one person. I will not share the love anymore. Okay, I'm power hungry. Okay, I am a devastatingly brutal user of my power, and I will only tag one person, and that would be Mr. Nothing at Around the Weird, because I don't see him doing enough tags. But this is the what tag. And then I will do another tag that I was tagged in another video, just because I'm going to answer these questions off the top of my head, and if I do too many, I will confuse myself. Or maybe I will repeat myself, and I don't want to do that, okay? It's my initiation. I need to make everybody proud that they made the right choice. Okay, as the newest member of the Secret Society of Booktube Taggers. Number one, what is the oldest book that you own? Most of the books I own in China, the oldest one is from 2018, I guess, or maybe 2017. I can't remember if I bought a book that year. But in America, I believe the oldest book I own is A Daughter of the Snows by Jack London, which is from it was published in 1902. I think my edition is, well, beat up, but from like 1905 or 1907 or something. I can't remember. Yeah, I mean, it's a strange book. I don't remember much about it. I remember reading it and trying to talk to somebody, and they had read it, even though it's not one of his more common ones, and they were telling me how racist it was, or like mildly racist. I don't know if that's true. I don't remember it, but likely, I suppose. I don't know. Number two, what is the most sentimentally valuable book you own? Any book that my mother has bought me, probably, which they're all in America. Or maybe I have this silk edition of The Art of War somewhere around. I went to look for it when I was looking at the questions quickly, and I couldn't find it. But I got that from my coworkers for being at my job for 2 years at my first job, and then I quit immediately to go to my new job, which is good fun, and I love it. And that job I loved at the time, but I'm glad I'm not there anymore, because the job I have now is way more fun and fulfilling, by far, way more fulfilling, which makes it more fun and enjoyable. And yeah. Number three, what was the last book you gave someone as a gift? I think I gave George R. R. Martin's Fire and Blood, like the history of the Targaryens book, to a coworker of mine from Argentina. I guess it was Fuego y Sangria, right? Fire and Blood. Is that I don't know. I don't know Spanish very well, which is a shame. I wish I did, given that I grew up in the Southwest before moving to the Midwest, and half my family knows Spanish, possibly as their only language, but I don't know them, so I don't know. What book? But yeah, he was really looking forward to reading that, but he speaks really good English and reads it well, but he wanted to read it in Spanish, and I got it for him 2 years ago when I went back for a wedding, and I bought a Spanish edition for him, and he was was very excited. Number 4, what book has given you a sleepless night? There are many qualifiers that can be added to this sleepless night because I just kept reading it because I was intrigued. Probably Lord of the Rings, certainly, or maybe Moby Dick or something like that. Some of my favorite books. Sleepless Night because it's horrified me. A Story of the Eye by George Bataille. Don't ever read that book. I'm telling you, it is horrific, but not in a scary. It's just gross, to be honest. Horrific because a Sleepless Night because it's so bad. Might I introduce you to Stephen King's bibliography? Okay, certainly the job it's trying to do in scaring me is not working, but I am horrified in different ways. How was this published? I don't know. That scares me. What 3 literary characters would you most like to have dinner with and why? Excellent question. Not really something I think about. I don't really want to have dinner with any literary characters, but if I had to say, I feel like I want Captain Ahab, and from Moby Dick. I think that would just be uncomfortable, but I would also pull Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece, a manga. I've been watching the anime lately, and I don't really like anime that much, but I really love One Piece for some reason. It's just too much fun, and Monkey D. Luffy, he's a pirate. He's also an idiot. I would love to see Monkey D. Luffy and Captain Ahab interact with each other. And then for my third one, possibly. You know what? Possibly The Invisible Man from Invisible Man by Ralph Ellison. That might be interesting to see, like, what he has done since leaving the Hole. I suppose writing his story, according to the book. That might be fun. I'm only thinking of that because it's a book I read recently, and I really enjoyed it. And everyone should give it a try. What book would you most like to live in for a year? I don't know. I would be crushed flat if that happened. I'm a little afraid of being crushed like that. However, if I had to choose a world in a book, I would pick One Piece, the manga. It's just too much fun. Okay, I love One Piece, and the Grand Line and Blue East. I'm only in the Blue East saga right now, very early on. There are a lot of crazy characters, very powerful and terrifying, that abuse their power, and the Navy is not so full of corruption too in its own way. But yeah, I think it'd be really fun to be in One Piece. I just love that show, and I'm sure I'd love the manga. But I haven't read it. But anyway, what deceased author would you like to have resurrected and why? I'm gonna say Charles Dickens, so that he can finish the Mystery of Edwin Drood, because I'd really like to know what's the deal, man. Unfortunately, he passed away before he could finish it, so we will never know. What book turned out to be the biggest surprise for you? I would say probably War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy. That is a mammoth of a book that I treasure dearly. I love it. It's just incredible. Leo Tolstoy is just a fantastic author, and the way he can build the scope of Napoleonic War era Russia of the time, and look at things on a grand level, and then focus minutely here and there to see how the aristocracy or Napoleon or the Russian generals and whatever else are dealing with that. I mean, that book just blows me away. I didn't think I would like it, but it's just incredible. Also surprising, I thought I would really like Dostoyevsky, and I think he's really, really talented. I just kind of find reading him boring, but there's a lot of really good, interesting ideas at play. It's just kind of boring to read Crime and Punishment. I'm reading The Brothers Karamazov now, and I'm seeing like all these ideas thrown at you, basically everything but the kitchen sink. And in that respect, the way he's exploring these characters, much more granular and psychological and inward, but than War and Peace, for example, by Leo Tolstoy. And I thought I would really like that. It's okay. I mean, Crime and Punishment is hilarious, but it's also kind of boring. So that's a surprise for me, I suppose, both of those. What book that has already been published do you wish you had written? I'm gonna say I wish I had written Jurassic Park. Because it's just such a cool idea. I mean, it does not get any cooler than that pop science kind of idea. I love it. I haven't read the book since I was a like young teenager, but just the idea of going to an amusement park or a theme park on an island full of cloned dinosaurs. There is I'd be hard pressed to find an idea that entertains me more than that. I wish I wrote that. I wish I was clever enough to think that, or be able to put all those ideas together, because I know it took them a while to bring all these things together. So definitely Jurassic Park. What book has had the most influence or impact on your life so far? Now this one I do wish I would have thought about. Gosh, I don't know. I would say Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. I think it's his best book. I think, it has a lot of that Victorian coincidence and a lot of caricatures, huge charms in a way, but also flaws for Charles Dickens. But I think, when I read it, I was quite young, and the way Pip deals with his anguish over his the way he treated people in his life when they deserved his respect, like Joe, for example, who was a hardworking blacksmith that just wanted the best for young Pip. And he didn't care because he thought he was better than Joe, because he always thought he was destined to a higher society, and he had great expectations. I mean, he's just so full of anguish and regret. And at the time, I thought I was full of regret. And I was, but those regrets seem like small potatoes now to some other regrets I have now. But I think that book really moved me in a way to really understand like how powerful and moving literature can be. So I would have to say that book. But if I was talking about movies, I would say Ikaru by Oh gosh, I can't think of his name now. Japanese director. I've seen it. Seven Samurai. What is it called? What is his name? Doraskaden. Oh, that's another movie. I can't think of Akira Kurosawa. He's brilliant. Ikaru, excellent. But yeah, that is the what tag. So thank you. I will now do a video for the a little literary tag. And remember, Mr. Nothing from Around the Weird, you are tagged.